All right. Hello.
I'm
So how are you doing?
good, good. Oh,
Well, I mean, not good because you're seeing
sorry
me.
being here.
How old are you?
21.
All right. So here's the question for you. You are on deferred adjudication. Do you know the range of punishment for your offense is up to 10 years up to 20 years in prison? Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So the question you have to ask yourself is whether or not you're continuing to use is worth going to prison for 20 years.
No, ma'am. I have another kid on the way as well.
Then why kids or baby goats?
I have another child on the way.
So why are you continuing to use
When-
drugs?
In the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, and I was clean for 3 months. Then I slipped up at a function, and then
What function is this where people are smoking marijuana?
It was just for a fight, so it was really just me, my friend, whatever.
What fight?
The one with the what's his name? Honestly, forgot, but it was a fight. I know it
So
was a
you're
fight.
going to a fight and you don't even remember the name of the fight, but that's worth you potentially going to prison for 20 years.
No, it wasn't worth it, but I just had slipped up that day. And then it takes a while for me to get clean. It took 3 months for me to actually get clean. So I slipped up.
This is the moment where the courtroom stops feeling casual and starts feeling real. He's 21 years old, sitting in front of a judge who keeps repeating one number, 20 years. Not for violence today, not for hurting someone in this moment, but for failing probation and refusing to stop. You can hear it in his voice. He's not hardened, he's overwhelmed.
All right, they're asking that you go to SATA.
That one?
Yeah, they're saying that you need to go to SATA.
What is that? I'm not.
That's inpatient treatment.
I don't think, because I know I could stop. I stopped for those 3 months. Like I said,
Yeah,
I
but
just
you didn't do
slipped up.
well. I mean, you're stopping for 3 months and you're looking at going to prison for 20 years and then you continue to use. This states the defendant admits he is addicted to marijuana.
Yes, ma'am. Like I said, in the first year, I'm not gonna lie, it was hard, but I finally stopped doing it. Like I said, I just slipped up. I thought it wasn't really gonna be like it was gonna stay in my system for that long because it wasn't a lot. But then it's like
Because you thought you would get away with it.
not get away with it, but I thought I'd just get out of my system.
Yeah, that's you thinking you would get away with it. If you're thinking it's going to get out of your system before you test it. When you drug tested today, what the results going to be?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I still come out a little bit dirty. Like I said, it took almost 3 months for me when I stopped.
What's striking here is how differently the judge and the defendant define the same action. He calls it a slip-up. The judge calls it choice. And in probation court, intent doesn't matter nearly as much as compliance. That's the brutal truth most people don't understand until they're already standing here.
Yes.
The last drug test that was done on 4/25 was positive for THC.
And do we have levels or no?
I can check it now. So the only issue with that, Your Honor, is he was negative on his drug test on the 5th of April. Actually, she failed to submit. I'm sorry. He failed to submit on the 5th of April, March 14th. But in February, he was negative. So we won't have a baseline. I'll have a baseline, but I won't have any other information on the others.
All right. So this is what I want to do with him. He's going to do weekly testing and it's going to be through the UA hotline. He's to be tested for levels. If those levels go up, we're not going to have another compliance hearing.
This is a legal cliff. Weekly testing. Rising THC levels. No second chances. Once a motion to revoke is filed, the tone of the courtroom changes completely. This isn't guidance anymore, it's survival. Everything from here on out is on paper, not promises.
It's going to be a motion to revoke filed. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm going to want him to retake.
This speech isn't really about marijuana. It's about responsibility. The judge is projecting forward, imagining a child being shaped by chaos, instability, and excuses. Whether you agree with her science or not, the emotion is clear. She sees a cycle forming, and she's trying forcefully to break it.
Intensive outpatient treatment. And if it's not ordered, I did order parenting classes. Have you completed
Yes,
parenting
ma'am.
classes?
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't learn anything from it.
I did. I mean, I don't do it. It's not like I do it in front of my kid or like do it in the house.
A kid is a baby goat.
My child.
Well, here's the thing. The fact that you're doing it outside your house, you can't tell me that you don't come back into the house smelling like marijuana.
Oh,
Let me just tell you right now, I don't drink alcohol at all, but there is someone who came in this courtroom who smelled of alcohol. I don't know who it was, but it nearly knocked me out.
well.
So the fact that you are using marijuana, your child knows that you're using marijuana. And guess what? Children are going to end up teasing them because they're going to come to wherever they come to smell like marijuana. And if you have a child that's on the way, I guarantee you that that mother is probably using marijuana, messing up her baby's brain. And when marijuana is used in the household, it messes with the baby's brain development. These are critical years and critical times for infants. Their brains are developing. They're soaking up everything. That's why they're super intelligent. When children use profanity, they get that from their parents or whoever's around them because they repeat everything. The fact that you're using marijuana, whether you think they know it or not, they do. And you're going to send your child off to school smelling like marijuana so other children can choose them about their pothead parent. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
So you're going to get your life together. If those levels go up, what's going to end up happening is a motion to revoke is going to be filed, and you're going to be looking at 20 years in prison, and you're going to be possibly going to prison for 20 years. And people ask you why you're here, you're going to end up having to tell them because you wouldn't stop using marijuana. Your time in prison wasn't worth you giving it up, and your children were not worth you giving it up.
Stop having children. That line lands hard. For some people, it feels cruel. For others, it feels honest. But it shows how this court views parenthood, not as sympathy, but as accountability.
The record in 2023 CR 0292, have both parties had a chance to review the PSI report? State?
Yes, Your Honor.
Defense?
Yes.
Any objections to the PSI report? State?
No, ma'am.
Defense?
No, ma'am.
All right. Any witnesses? State?
No, ma'am.
Defense? Any witnesses?
No, Judge, I would like to just point out a couple of things for the court. I know the court reads these very carefully, but I would like to bring to the court's attention that Mr. Segovia really doesn't seem to have any drug or alcohol issues, that he acknowledged his guilt. He was very forthcoming in the PSI. You will take note that he was the one that did not have the knife. He was actually with someone that produced a knife, and it was the other person's idea. And we understand the law of parties, but Mr. Segovia is just asking the court to go ahead and follow the plea bargain that we have with the state of Texas.
All right. And there's a restitution amount of $849.99.
This is where the tone shifts. The court moves away from drug use and straight into the seriousness of the actual charge. The PSI report and aggravated robbery. Reminder, make it clear this isn't just a probation lecture. The judge is now weighing risk, responsibility, and whether this defendant truly deserves another chance.
Girlfriend has grandma.
I don't understand why grandmothers allow their grandchildren, which means if her granddaughter is staying there, that means that her mother is not in the picture. I'm not going to allow you to live with this grandmother.
Her mother's in jail. Like her mom was never there.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. There's a cycle that's going on here where you have grandparents who are raising children, and then those children are bringing boyfriends into the home, having children with them. And now the grandparent not only is raising their grandchild, but they end up raising the great grandchild. It's like the grandparent is not supposed to be the person who's taking care of grandchildren and great grandchildren. And we all know that's what's going to end up happening.
She's not taking care of me, and I pay bills there. I stayed there for like a couple of months already.
Mm-hmm.
Judge, if I may,
Yes.
Mr. Segovia has had kind of a difficult upbringing, and I think that was touched upon in the PSI. He was raised by grandparents. He hasn't really had much contact. He has no contact with the mother. He's had limited contact with the father. While he's been in jail, really the only support system he has had is this girlfriend, and the only stable place that they have to live is with the grandmother. And that has provided some stability to them. He has been contributing to the bills and been paying when he was out. And he actually was pretty consistent in getting a job. He had a job at a fast food restaurant, and then somebody told him that he could make more money in construction. So he went and had a job there. So he's worked very consistently. He's indicated that he would like to get his GED to improve his position. But I really do think it would be detrimental to Mr. Segovia if this stable living place where he has been living would be taken away. And I can understand if the court maybe wants to attempt some kind of a transition period for Mr. Segovia and his girlfriend and their child to be independent. And perhaps with the help of probation, they can do that. But I think at this moment in time, in putting him on a long-term deferred, that it would probably be very detrimental to him to take.
Here's where the story deepens. Raised by grandparents. Parents absent. Stability borrowed, not built. This is the part most sentencing hearings never slow down for. The why behind the behavior. And it's also where the system struggles, because understanding doesn't erase risk.
To run concurrently, the court will sentence you to 10 years deferred adjudication. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person, proof of employment within 15 days, no employment as a home health care provider with minors, 120 hours of community service restitution. I'm going to order parenting classes with Triple P. Once that's completed, the community service hours will be deemed to be satisfied. You're going to either get a GED or some sort of trades certificate for a trade school, $1,000 fine, probated. With regards to restitution to Jathlyn, Jathyn Cantu, the court does not have any documentation as to what that restitution is. So the court is not ordering restitution to that person. It's agreed that you plead as a party with Joe Vitala. There's to be no contact with Damian Ortiz, Ortiz, Alan Hernandez. I'm going to want field visits one time per month until further notice. What is his grandmother's name?
I don't know the name.
You don't know the name of the person you're living with? How can you not know the name, counsel? How can you not know the name of the person he's living with?
What's your girlfriend's name, Mr. Segovia?
City
What's her last name?
Martinez.
Absidy Martinez.
So what's the grandmother's name?
I don't really be over there like that. I mean, I live there, but I work all the time.
How can people not know who they're living with, counsel?
I don't know if it's listed in the PSI. I think it's just listed as the girlfriend's grandmother.
This is how people end up in trouble. You're staying with people, you don't even know their names, and you're acting as though you and this girlfriend are going to be together for the rest of your life, and you don't even know her grandmother's name, and you're staying in the grandmother's house. All right, probation. He's not, what's your girlfriend's full name? Ashley what?
Absidy
Absidy.
Martinez.
Absidy Martinez. Okay. Defendant is not allowed to reside with Absidy Martinez or her grandmother.
10 years deferred adjudication isn't freedom. It's a suspended sentence hanging over his head every single day. One mistake, one bad decision, and the clock rewinds straight to prison time. This isn't a happy ending. It's a narrow exit.